Today, we've taken a short trip to Selhurst Park to meet up with Eagle-Eyed Football's very own Rich to discuss Liverpool versus Crystal Palace in the Community Shield this Sunday. Look, I'm going to be real with you. I grew up not too far from here. However, I have no mercy for these guys. Remember Ball? Remember what they did to us? We still remember. Plus, we want Marc Guehi and they're not making it easy for us to sign him. But all jokes aside, people, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also, subscribe to Eagle-Eyed Football. Sit back, relax. Let's get into this preview. It was a fun one. This Sunday, Liverpool Football Club take on Crystal Palace in the Community Shield. The first time for them. Many times we've been to Anfield South, as we like to call it. But it's a big game. Curtain raiser. FA Cup champions, Premier League champions. I'm here with my guy, Rich from Eagle-Eyed Football. Sit back, relax. Let's get into it. Firstly, Rich, big up, bro.
Love, bro. Love.
Pleasure again. Look, the last time we did a preview was for the last game of the season.
Yeah.
That ended in a draw. We had 2 guards of honours. You just won the FA Cup. We'd secured the Premier League. But I don't want to go straight into the game. I want to speak about the transfer window so far. Polar opposites for you guys and for us. You signed 2 players. You signed a left back and you signed a goalkeeper, a backup goalkeeper at that. What's your thoughts on what's going on right now? Because you need reinforcements. I still don't think even without signings, you'll be in any danger of going down or anything like that. But you want to build on the success you've had. What's your thoughts on it?
In all honesty, we got like Benitez and Sosa quite early, so I thought good statement. We've covered areas that we needed to cover. Yeah. We still need to do more. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm disappointed. I am disappointed because our manager Glasner has said, and he said this last summer as well, he wants transfers done early.
Yeah.
Last summer we waited and we got 4 like in the last week of the transfer window. As it stands, we're going into the new season. Now, granted, we've not lost anyone significant. Yeah. We've still got Guehi, we've still got Eze. Yes, they got speculation regarding the both of them. But for me, the issue is we're going into a European season.
Yes.
Now, let me just caveat that by saying that if we lose our Casapa on Monday, we're going on a 2-game playoff. So effectively, we may lose the playoff and not have Europe at all. So that's a caveat here.
Wow.
However, we've got to be thinking like we are.
Yeah.
Because if we are, we're going to be thin as a squad. We're going to move from, let's say, 38 league games up to about maybe, 6 Carabao Cup games potentially.
Yeah.
FA Cup is about 6 or 7. About 6 as well.
Plus the European.
Plus Europe. Which automatically, I think the group stages gives you a minimum of 10 games anyway. Yeah. We're going to have a very thin squad. So I'm just disappointed that we haven't done things early. That's not to say that we're not going to do things. Yeah. But Glasner said he wanted them early. He wanted them to have their pre-season because we started terribly last season. Yeah, and he wants to not have that same start this season.
Of course.
Yeah, just disappointed on that front.
I hear that. You speak about Marc Guehi and Eze. Obviously, Marc Guehi is more of a concern for Liverpool, but also Eze. Are you or do you believe that you're in any danger of losing both those players, or do you think they stay now?
We're always going to be in danger.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with that. Let's start with Marc one because it kind of splits the fan base, and it's understandably so. Like, half of us are like, look, if he leaves on the free, so be it, because what we could potentially recoup with him staying is the transfer value. Yeah. But the flip side, we're a team where, look, as you can see, we're not spending as it is. Can we afford to lose, hopefully, 45 million plus?
Yeah.
The flip side of that, if we lose Marc now, do we actually get the target we want? We were linked with Diamande. I think personal terms were not an issue. But our sporting have said, we want 60-something plus.
Yeah.
You know, so they've changed their barometer.
As teams do.
You know. So it's a bit frustrating us to think, actually, maybe it's not going to be worth losing Marc because we might not get what we want in the market. With Ebbs, there were rumours that there was a release clause that ended a couple of days ago. I believe it is actually the 15th of August. I think it's 2 weeks before the seasons and before the window closes. Sorry, not 2 weeks before the season starts. Yeah. Once again, issue. We just lost out to Gassand, because Aston Villa came in and stuff. Whether we were going to get him or not, that's not the thing. But if we push hard for players and we lose out, we put our hands up. If we then started faffing about and trying to penny pinch and then lose a player, that's what's frustrating.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so for me personally, losing Ebbs now, because effectively the season started.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
losing Ebbs now is calamitous.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if we are going to lose him, we need to get our replacements in before we lose him.
Yes, agree. Just going off tangent slightly, who would you look at as a replacement if you did lose Eze?
It's difficult to call him a replacement because who would you say is actually
as good as him?
Yeah. But Gassand fit that mold.
Yeah. Versatile forward.
I mean, look, we had to hear we go from Fab. We haven't heard it from Ornstein.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying he's going to fail his medical.
Yeah.
But if he decides to change his mind, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
But look, we've got to expect him to be a Villa player. Outside of that, if you're going to look at, if we lose Ebbs, I want two.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, like, Romanes is still young. France is always injured. Edouard is not fancied by the manager. Ratsaki's not fancied by the manager. Yeah. And even then, would they come and be a direct, like, competition?
Yeah.
To who we already have.
Precisely.
So effectively, we've got Ismail Assar and Eze as the only two.
Yeah.
Which, going into, like I said, the European season is not good enough.
Yeah, of course.
So if the two, with what's out there, I'll look at Antonio Nusa.
Good signing.
And El Khanous.
Yeah.
Those were the two, I think.
Leicester City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think El Khanous, I believe, his release clause around £20 million.
Yeah.
And Nusa, I reckon it'd be about 30. So if we do lose Ebbs,
then
there's our 40-50 million to spend into.
Would you not say you're a danger because those three players effectively play from the left, though? I think Ismail Assar can play through the middle as well as the right as well, but I think especially Nusa and El Khanous, they're more right-hand sided players.
Well, Nusa's
left-hand sided who play on the right. So
yeah, but if we're losing Ebbs, we're losing a left-sided player.
True.
You know, so Nusa or El Khanous or both can fit that mold. Yeah. If we lose Ebbs and only get El Khanous, I'll be a bit disappointed because I think we still need to strengthen. Because if El Khanous then gets an injury, we're back to square one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know,
yeah, I hear it. Talk to me about Marc Guehi because we need that, bro.
He's unbelievable, honestly. We've spoken, and I've sent you clips of like his quiet leadership.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so glad. Like we stood firm when Newcastle came in.
All I'm saying. When we started filming, the sun weren't shining.
It's crazy, isn't it?
You mentioned Marc Guehi to Liverpool. Look at the sun, bro.
No, that's God smiling down on us saying, don't worry, we got you guys. He's staying. Look, he's an unbelievable player. Yeah. Look, when we stood firm with Newcastle, because we said, listen, we want 65 plus 5 and he's yours. You know, and then they wanted to give that, they actually offered that 4 days before the window went. So we said no.
Yeah, of course.
You know, you were faffing about all window. We said no. We stood firm. And look at what he led us to. Yeah. Captained us to our first ever trophy. And even in that final, took a whack on the head, had to come off, you know, and says, screw it, I'm still lifting this trophy up with Joe Ward.
Yeah.
That is our leader.
The captain.
You know, so as granted, like as I said earlier, we want to see both sides. But if he then walks us out on our European nights, I am not complaining.
Yeah, I hear
it.
I hear it. Well, look, let's speak about the game now. Palace versus Liverpool, always a fun game. How do you think you'll line up on the day?
I think, you know, the funny thing, especially with the injuries and lack of transfers, we've got no choice.
You might have to, yeah.
I think we're going to line up exactly how we lined up for the FA Cup final. So that will be Dean Henderson in goal, right wing back Daniel Munoz, our three centre backs, so Richards, Lacroix, Guehi. On the left hand side, Tyreek Mitchell. Centre midfield, Adam Wharton and Daichi Kamada, who literally, like, since he got sent off against Fulham here, just turned his whole career around. And him and Wharton's got an excellent partnership in the middle of the field now.
Wharton's quality.
And the three up top, obviously, Sarr, Eze and Mateta.
I want to speak about Wharton quickly because he's a player that I really like. You know I like Wharton. Do you think that you're looking at Guehi and thinking we can maybe take a hit on Guehi because we'll probably have to sell Wharton next summer and we'll get big money for him?
I think Wharton's gone next summer. I'll be honest with you. I generally think he's gone next summer. And that's unfortunately, it's the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, we can now sit there and say, we want 100 mil. And a lot of people go, oh my gosh, 100 mil for... Listen to me. Every team in the top 6 want him.
Yeah. Do you think he starts for every team in the top 6?
I think he can. Whether he does is another matter. But then you also got to look, with the top 6 teams, they're going to want squad depth.
Yeah, of course.
As well.
Yeah.
So let's just say he doesn't start. If there's a game that they do need him to start, he'll come in and he'll fit that role really well.
Yeah.
You know. He's that good. I'm telling you, from like England should have started him in the Euros.
We know this though.
Alongside, they left Rice to drown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Him and Rice in the pivot would be crazy.
You know, so obviously Arsenal went and got Supermendy, but I think they should have, if they should have got Wharton, and then you're looking at England and Arsenal have the same midfield partnership. Yeah. They're laughing.
Yeah, true.
You know, for you guys, you're probably thinking, does Szoboszlai move on or McAllister move on?
Nah, I want all four, man.
And which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But if they were to, Wharton would come in and slip in and be a fit.
Yeah.
With Chelsea, it's Enzo and Caicedo.
I think you could dislodge Enzo potentially.
Yeah, and I think those rumours that Enzo might have been on the way out anyway.
Yeah.
You know, Man United, he walks into that.
Oh yeah,
he walks into that team. Same with Tottenham.
Yeah.
Who have I missed out then?
That is it.
It's only Man City then.
Yeah.
So
they got Rodri in it.
They've got Rodri and now they've got
Reinders.
And Reinders is cold. So that won't be a bit difficult. But they were looking at him too.
Yeah.
He's an unbelievable footballer.
He's
I think
quality.
the one thing he would want to do is try and stay fit. He was so unfortunate with injuries, but that was because he played the season before, went to the Euros, came back and had to start because we'd got no backup.
Because he was meant to have a surgery, right?
Yeah, and we had to wait because we had no options.
Yeah.
We had no options. So
Which is crazy.
Yeah, now he's a quality player.
Cool. Score predictions, bro. How do you see this going?
You know that head and that heart sort of feeling sort of thing. I'm wondering how emotional Liverpool will be in this game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it sounds mad, but could we take advantage of that?
Yeah.
You know, it's the first competitive, if for some people see it as a glorified preseason, but it's the first competitive game of the season. There's going to be a lot of emphasis on Diego Jota, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, Glasner doesn't like losing games.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take it from a Palace standpoint and back our boys. I'm going to go 2-1 Palace.
I rate it.
You know?
For myself, guys, I've said I'm going to stick with what I said on yours. I'm going to go a score draw in the game, and then we win it on penalties, I believe. Because for whatever reason, Liverpool go to penalties in finals at the moment. So that's the way I'm going to go. But Rich, please tell the people where they can find and support you, please, bro.
No problem at all. It's Eagle Eyed Football on YouTube and everywhere across social media and that. Crystal Palace content throughout. And love having these collabs, man. It's an actual honour to be on Team Kop-Ish.
Bro, it's a pleasure, man. Like, to think we live so close to each other and we've done how many streams together, but we've never actually met up in person. It's nice to do this, man. And
100%.
yeah, we can do this more often, bro.
No, definitely.
People, you know what to do now. Make sure you head over to Eagle Eye Football, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Kopish if you haven't already. Smash the like button, subscribe, and leave your comments. Let us know your predicted 11 and score prediction as well. My name is Callum, representing Team Kopish. Until we see you again, stay safe, stay blessed. Take care.
All right.